to my channel. So today I'm creating a really bold, bright, colourful and dramatic makeup look using my new Urban Decay electric palette, and this has got such amazing bright shades in there, so I thought I'd do something a little bit creative which is perfect for the summer and festival season. And I've accessorised it with this cute little headband, and all the details for the products used and where this is from will be down below in the description box. But yeah, I really hope you enjoy this tutorial, and if you'd like to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. So I've already started by filling in my brows and just cleaning up the edge, and the reason I've done that is because you guys have seen me do my eyebrows so many times, and if you'd like to know, then I will leave the link for my eyebrow tutorial down below and you can find it there. But yeah, I just thought I'd speed things up a little bit by already filling them in. And I'm going to start on my eyes now with my Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm just taking this all over my eyelid up to my brow bone, and this is just going to act as a base for my eyeshadows and anything else I'm going to apply on my eye. I'm then taking my NYX Jumbo Pencil in the shade Milk, and I'm just running this along my eyelid only. I've got my base shadow brush by Real Techniques, and I'm just going to blend this out across the lid. Then I'm taking my gorgeous Urban Decay electric palette, and I'm going to start by taking this yellow shade right here on any flat shader brush, and I've got my Zoeva cream shader brush, and I'm just going to take that on the inner corner. You really want to pack this colour on. Then on the other side of my cream shader brush, I'm just going to take this shade here, which is called Slowburn, and this is going to go right down the centre of the eye. And then just on another flat shader brush, this is my MAC 239, I'm going to take this shade here, which is called Jilted, and this is just going to go on the outer third of the eye. Now to blend these together, what you want to do is where you applied your first colour, you just want to take a little bit of that again on that side of the brush, and you just want to slowly blend it into that second colour. And then on the other side of the brush, where you applied your second colour, you just want to run that through it again. So you're just using both sides of the brush with both different colours to blend it out, just so that you don't have that harsh line. You just want to do this really softly. So once you've blended all three of the shadows together across your eyelid, you just want to take this purple shade here, the darker purple, and this one is called Urban, and I'm taking this on my Zoeva Petite Eye Blender brush, and this is just going to go straight through the crease. Just from the end. And then with my Zoeva Petite crease brush, I'm just going to really lightly blend that out, just in the crease. And then just on my 217, I'm going to take the shade Cork here from my little MAC palette, and I'm going to blend that through the crease, just where the purple is as well. And you don't have to use this shade in particular, you just want to use a matte, quite light brown shade to go through your crease, and it just gives the shadows something to blend and transition into. So you just want to take that where you've put the purple a little bit above it, and just really softly and gently blend it through your crease. Then for my highlight, I've got this gorgeous, I don't know if it's a blusher or just a highlight powder, but this is by Nars, and this is called Albatross, and it's like a white kind of shimmery tone with a little bit of gold through it, so it's absolutely beautiful. And because the rest of the eyes are quite matte, we're just going to run this beautiful, bright, shimmery tone all the way through the brow bone. Moving on to eyeliner, I've got my Bobbi Brown gel liner, and I'm just taking that on a Louise Young LY24 brush. And you just want to start in the middle, which is what I like to do. And use small strokes across your lash line. I am going to create a winged liner for this look just because I think it will add to the drama, and I love a winged liner look. So I'm just going to roughly draw out a line. So from my bottom lash line, which goes out towards the end of my brow, then I'm just bringing it in to meet the rest of the liner. Okay, so that's the eyeliner done on both the eyes, and it's really pulled all the eyeshadows together and created that extra drama, especially with this sharp, fierce wing that we've got going on as well. But for now, I'm going to move on to my face, and I've already primed it with my Illamasqua Hydra Veil Primer, and I'm just going to correct any dark areas on my face using my Illamasqua Concealer. And I'm just taking this on my MAC 195 brush. And this is the same concealer that I've used around my eyebrows. And this doesn't actually have the shade written on it, which is quite annoying, but it's a really good heavy duty concealer. Then I'm going to apply my foundation, and my favourite foundation is my Illamasqua Skin Base, and I just absolutely love this. I cannot get enough of it. I just think the consistency is perfect, the shade is perfect, I love it. So I'm just taking this on my Illamasqua blending brush. And this is the one that they recommend that you use for this foundation. And I've always just used this brush for this foundation, and I love it. I think it's a really good brush, and it's synthetic, so it's nice and easy to clean as well. So you guys know how I feel about my dark circles, so it's time to cover those up, and I'm using my beloved Bobbi Brown Corrector in the shade Light to Medium Peach, and I'm just going to take that on my ring finger, and I'm dotting that just where I have my horrible dark circles. I think this is one of the best ever correctors, ever. I actually can't live without this product. You can see already what a big difference a corrector has made, but I'm just going to go over that now with some concealer, and I have got my Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in the shade Warm Medium. And I'm just going to stroke that on over here. And I've got my Sigma Tapered Kabuki F86 brush, which I absolutely love for concealer. I think I've mentioned it in a favourites video before. And I'm just going to pat this on under my eyes, and just where I would have that triangle. And the reason I've applied the concealer just there, instead of under my eyes directly, is because I don't want there to be too much product right under my eyes, and this brush will help pick up any excess and blend it out. So if there is any extra, it's just there at the top of your cheekbone instead of right under your eyes, where it's just going to end up creasing horribly. And to set that, I've got my Nye Banana Powder as always. So just on my Real Techniques setting brush, I'm just going to take that underneath my eyes. I'm just going to continue doing the rest of my face now, and then we'll move on back to the eyes right at the very end. And I'm just going to give my skin a really nice healthy glow, and I'm going to use Benefit's Girl Meets Pearl highlighter, and I really like this. I tried this for the first time the other day and I absolutely fell in love. So I'm just going to dot this on the tops of my cheekbones. And then with my finger, I'm just going to pat it into the skin. Then to contour, I've got my Sleek Contour Kit in the shade Medium and my Nars Ita brush. And I'm just going to take these in the hollows of my cheeks. For blusher, I've got Illamasqua's Naked Rose Powder Blusher. And you only need a tiny amount of this because it is so highly pigmented. Then we're using our Albatross highlighter again, just on a tapered highlighter brush by Sigma, and we're taking this very lightly on the tops of the cheekbones. Then just going back to the eyes, we're taking Urban, that dark purple shade that we ran through the crease, just on, I've got this on my MAC 214 brush. You can use a pencil brush, an angled brush, or any small shader brush. And we're just going to take this underneath the eyes. And you just want to smudge it out and make it a little bit smoky. And then once that's done, I've got my Barry M Kohl pencil in white, and I'm just going to take that along the waterline. Then for mascara, I've got L'Oreal's Voluminous, I can't say it, Voluminous, Extra Volume Mascara, no clumps, and I'm just going to take this on my top lashes. Moving on to lashes, I've got my Ardell 205 Double Up lashes, and these are really dramatic and fluttery. So I'm just going to, with the tweezers, place this on my lash line. So once the lashes are on, that's all the drama done. So we're not going to go for a dramatic lip because it might just be a bit too much. So I've got the lip pencil by MAC in the shade Subculture. And instead of using a lipstick, I'm going to go for a gloss, just because although the eyes are quite dramatic, they are very matte, and so are the cheeks, except for the highlighter. So I'm going to go for a glossy lip, and I've got Tanya lip gloss in the shade Afternoon Tea. And this is almost like a lipstick, just because it's so highly pigmented. Accessorize this, and it seems as though everybody is loving the whole Indian bindi look, so I'm going to apply that for my festival look as well. It feels weird wearing a bindi without Indian clothes. And I'm just going to take my hair out. And you can also accessorize with a headband, or you can make your own real daisy chain, but I don't know how to do that. So guys, this is the finished look. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, then please comment down below letting me know what you think of this look, because it's completely different to what I normally do, and I've had so much fun using this palette. And if you'd like to see any more tutorials including this, then also comment down below and let me know, and I'd be more than happy to do that for you. Please, can you give this video a big thumbs up if you did like it, and keep in touch with me, guys, through my Twitter, Instagram, whatever. And if you recreate this look, then I'd really love to see it. And if you haven't already, then please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Mwah. Bye!